Today we're going to talk about fluoride in your drinking water. Fluoride in the drinking water. Good idea or bad? For some reason, all over the world, not everywhere, but for a long time, a lot of places in the world, for some reason, governments are obsessed with your teeth. They are obsessed. They want them to be perfect, no cavities, for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Your health couldn't give a shit. Otherwise, they put maybe vitamins in the water or something. But they put fluoride in the water. Their excuse is prevents cavities. They want our teeth to be so pristine. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste your time too much on the debate. Is fluoride in the water good for you? Is it bad? We will get into some facts. But you know, I'm gonna cut to the chase. And my answer to all this, and everybody that's opposed to fluoride, or not opposed to fluoride actually, whether they think it's a good idea or a bad idea, they all should say this to their local politician. Governments should not mass medicate the population. End of story. End of debate. Governments should not mass medicate people, whether it's good or bad, through the water system. By doing so, by putting fluoride in the water and claiming that it's good for you, good for your teeth, you know, the dose is the same. The dose is the same for a 3-year-old, the dose is the same for a 20-year-old, and the dose is the same for a 95-year-old. The dose is the same for people who are on medications, and the dose is the same for someone who's healthy. It's absolutely insane that to mass medicate, whether it's good or bad, it's insane to mass medicate the population through the water system. Now, the people, you know, let's say my opinion is, no, you know what, I don't believe in fluoride, you know, I don't think you should ingest it, you know, I don't think you should eat it. You know, for the people that say this, you know what the governments say? This is their logic, the governments. The governments say, get a water system, get a water filter system. Because the government's idea of forcing this on people, I have to spend extra money now and get a water filter system so that I could be fluoride free? I have to spend money now because of something that you're enforcing on me? First of all, that's crazy. And second of all, think about this. Let's say I do get that water system. Okay, I listen to the government. I'm gonna go get myself a water filtration system, reverse osmosis or whatever. There's a few out there that remove fluoride, not all. Most don't, by the way. Most water systems don't. You have to be very careful with that. But let's say I get one that removes the fluoride. All right, now I have a faucet in my house that, you know, when I turn it on, I could drink out of that and like, no fluoride. All right, that's cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Governments, oh, they're smart. Smart, yeah. Okay, but let's say now I want to have breakfast at my local, I don't know, breakfast spot, right? What am I going to do there? Well, I'm going to bring water with me. I'm going to say, here, make me, can I have a coffee paper? Use this water. I filtered it from my house, it has no fluoride, use this water. Let's say I want to have a soup over there. I say, can you make me, you know, look at the menu. I'd like to have this soup, but can you make it with this water? It's fluoride free. See how crazy it gets? In other words, if you spend that extra money to have a fluoride-free water in your house, at least on a faucet, that's only there. That's only there. As soon as you leave your house, whatever community has water, fluoride in the water system, right? You can't get away from it. It's everywhere, the fluoride. You go to a restaurant, right? You eat bread. You eat a bagel. Whatever you eat, whatever they make a recipe with, it's all fluoridated away. The water's all fluorinated. So it's like basically, if I don't want to ingest fluoride, I can never go to any restaurant around here. Don't go to any restaurants. Only drink water out of your faucet. And don't go to no restaurants, ever. That's the only way. That's the only way you could avoid fluoride. So imagine, just think about how stupid that statement is. Get a water filter system. It's absolutely insane. How about this? I'm in the grocery store, right? I'm gonna buy some drinks. I like to have a Coke once in a while or Pepsi. I admit it, I'm guilty. I like the taste. It's full of bad shit. But you know, I like to do that once in a while. So what I'm gonna do now, the place where that Pepsi was made, right? Water, sugar, and some ingredients, right, for the taste. That's all. Now, where was this Pepsi or Coke or whatever you're drinking made? Even juice, because most of the juice that you get in a supermarket, it's some concentrate. So they have the, you know, the sugary pulp and they add water to it. Now, wherever this was packaged, or wherever this was made, put into bottles or cartons, if that area, that district has fluoride, there too I'm screwed. So I'm screwed everywhere. Is it starting to sink in how stupid it is to put fluoride in the water, whether it's good or bad, whether it's good or bad? You know, there's even a UN resolution. I swear to God, I saw it on the internet maybe, I don't know, I think it was about 7 years ago or something, six, 7 years ago. And there was like a UN resolution. And it said something like, I'm not quoting, but something like, a government is not allowed to mass medicate the populace. Meaning, governments are not allowed to force any kind of medication or drug or anything on the population, right? How about this? How about this? Don't put fluoride in the water, right? So wherever you go, you're fluoride free, correct? And if you want fluoride, if the government's pushing so hard, fluoride's good for you, you got to drink fluoride, right? Then you tell those people, buy a fluoridation system, if that's even a word, install it in your house, and that way you have fluoride in your water, the right amount too, because you can adjust the dose. Want some extra fluoride or less, right? You can adjust it. So if you, for some reason, have to lower the dose or whatever, raise the dose, that's the way it should be. Not, so in other words, you're medicating yourself. You know, they don't put vitamin C in the water. In natural spring water, coming down a mountain, there is fluoride in there. But it's not the same type of fluoride that they're adding to the drinking water. It's not the same at all. Fluoride ions occur on Earth in several minerals, particularly fluorite, but are only present in trace quantities in water. Silicofluorides never occur naturally in nature, and they are 85 times more toxic than natural occurring calcium fluoride. In other words, industrial waste, sodium fluoride, that's the fluoride they add to the water, is 85 times more toxic than natural calcium fluoride, which is naturally found in the water. Both of them contain fluoride, but they are totally different compounds. It's very important. Fluorosilicic acid, sodium fluorosilicate, and sodium fluoride. Unlike the fluoride compounds found in toothpaste or supplements, fluoridation chemicals are not pharmaceutical grade quality. There's another one. So what they put into the water is not pharmaceutical grade. The fluoride added to 90% of drinking water is hydrofluoric acid, which is a compound of fluorine that is a chemical byproduct of aluminum, steel, cement, phosphate, and nuclear weapons manufacturing. Such fluoride is man-made. So most of the fluoride that they put into the water, it's not natural fluoride. It's a man-made fluoride. Fluoride is a highly toxic substance. In terms of acute toxicity, that is the dose that can cause immediate toxic consequences, fluoride is more toxic than lead, but slightly less toxic than arsenic. This is why fluoride has long been used in rodenticides and pesticides to kill pests like rats and insects. All right? So in toothpastes, at least in the States, they put a warning on it. If you swallow the toothpaste, contact a poison control center. And as you can see, the active ingredient in that toothpaste is sodium fluoride. A pea size of toothpaste has 0.5 milligrams of fluoride, the same as 1 to 2 glasses of fluoridated water. So now I don't know, this is just a meme. I don't know how accurate this is, but I think the point is, if you look at the stuff, keep out of reach of children under 6 years of age. Also, do not swallow. To minimize swallowing, use a pea-sized amount. And basically, it's shit, fluoride. Here's another one. A meta-analysis of 27 cross-sectional studies of children exposed to fluoride in drinking water, mainly from China, suggests an average IQ decrement of about 7 points in children exposed to raised fluoride concentration. Okay, you gotta know this. This is in drinking water, the drinking water fluoride. This is not the natural occurring fluoride from a mountain stream. The man-made fluoride that they put in the water. Fluoride is a waste byproduct of fertilizer and the aluminum industry. And it's also a Part 2 poison under the UK Poisons Act. Fluoride is one of the basic ingredients in both Prozac and sarin nerve gas. How about that? And it goes on. You could pause it and read it if you want. Fluoride officially classified as a neurotoxin in one of the world's most prestigious medical journals. How about that? I'm going to post all the links below so you can read it yourself. I'll just read the headline. I'm not going to start reading the whole thing. You'll be bored to death. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, how about this? 50 reasons to oppose fluoridation. I'll just read like the quick headlines. You could go check out the details for yourself. Fluoride is the only chemical added to water for the purpose of medical treatment. Fluoridation is unethical. The dose cannot be controlled. One dose is the same for everyone. The fluoride goes to everyone regardless of age, health, or vulnerability. People now receive fluoride from many sources besides water. Fluoride is not an essential nutrient. Fluoride accumulates in the body. I mean, I'm not gonna go, read the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing right there. You can go check that out. September 24, 2016. Fluoride still officially classified as a dangerous neurotoxin in prestigious medical journal. Why is it still in our water? You got it. Calcium fluoride versus sodium fluoride. So calcium fluoride is found in natural water, drinking water, natural like spring water. Sodium fluoride is a man-made chemical byproduct, garbage, that they put in the drinking water. So it has the word fluoride in it. Must be good. So citizens across the country are quite aware of the bogus attempts to justify the toxic waste that is manually added to tap water. Calcium fluoride is a natural occurrence, and sodium fluoride is the toxic waste that became a big moneymaker. During the 50s, when waste deposits labeled dangerous by the EPA began showing up in city water, the deceptive practice continues today, but citizens are demanding answers, thank God, from city officials. Here's an interesting fact. During the German Nazi reign, the German scientists discovered that sodium fluoride could cause a low-level form of lobotomy characteristics in victims. The dumbing down of the population from birth is a weapon used by governments in order to make people passive and apathetic to further that concept's tragedy. Blah, 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 blah. The American Dental Association promotes low dosage for better teeth, but yet a danger label on the toothpaste warns of death. Yeah. We went over that. One toothbrush length of toothpaste can kill a child. And it's not the paste substance that may poison them, but it's the sodium fluoride in there. Rat poison is a byproduct of sodium fluoride. So they use sodium fluoride in rat poison. You know, kill roaches with it, crickets, water bugs, silverfish, and stuff like that. You know, you can go read the rest yourself. So back at, when the Hitler was around in Germany, what they did, Nazis, is they put, this is from scientific studies, they've discovered this, they put fluoride in, sodium fluoride, the bad one, in the drinking water. So the whole population drinks that fluoride. Now, what it does, it makes you like, you don't want to fight. You're kind of like, whatever, that type of attitude. Whatever, you know, not like, how dare you, kills that. But really, you know, makes you apathetic, makes you don't want to fight back, which is great for governments, and they can do what the hell they want. That's a fact about fluoride. Now, the levels back then, of course, they were a lot higher than today. Now, I want to address also this, there's a lot of, even though it's, you know, basically a poison, fluoride, there's a lot of people that say, the dose dictates if it's a poison or not. Meaning, you know, how much you ingest in one shot dictates if it's a poison or not. That's what they claim. But the thing is, how do they know in 20 years, in 30 years, what's going to happen to you? Maybe it doesn't kill you. Maybe you're drinking a little bit of sodium fluoride in the water. Maybe that doesn't kill you right away after 6 months. But how do they know, the people, you know, that claim it's the dosage that dictates if it's a poison or not? How do they know in 20 years what it does to you? 30 years, 40 years of constantly drinking sodium fluoride daily. How do they know? And you know what? They do know now, because one of the things that it does, it makes your body absorb aluminum better. Or your body absorbs aluminum more than it should. And guess what people have found with Alzheimer's and brain-related diseases like that when you get older? They have a lot of aluminum in them. And studies and tests have gone out, have been done, and it suggests very strongly fluoride is the cause. So, you know, you probably heard all your life fluoride is good. Your dentist, of course, says fluoride is good because, you know, his schooling teaches that. But his schooling is paid for by the pharmaceutical industrial complex, right? They give money to schools, they donate money, they invest money, they give money to schools to say this, to say this. Don't, you know, they teach them stuff. So it's not really the dentist's fault if they don't do their own research, these dentists. It's not really their fault that they're pushing fluoride. But it's, you know, in a way it is their fault because they're not doing their own research, but they just, like, you know, echo whatever it is. Okay, this, blah, 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 regurgitate all that shit. You probably heard all your life, fluoride's good for you, fluoride's good for you, right? So I'm not gonna start preaching that. You've already been preached all that. It's been forced upon you, depending where you live. It's probably in the drinking water. By the way, there's a lot of places that don't have fluoride in the drinking water. I grew up in a town that didn't have fluoride in the water. Now I live in a town that does have fluoride in the water. And you know what? If you look at the statistics, they don't have more cavities down there than here. They don't have. It's not like it's an epidemic over there. Oh my God, there's no fluoride in the water. Everybody's getting, fucking people's teeth are falling out. It's not like that at all. Matter of fact, there's a lot of places around the world that do not have fluoride in the drinking water. And their teeth aren't falling out. Okay? That's another thing to remember. Here's something. You must know some people that never get cavities, right? And other people, they got a lot of cavities. Oh, I got 10 cavities, 15 cavities, right? And some other people never get cavities. I'll tell you why that is. You could ask your dentist the next time you're at the dentist. Where else would he be, right? Or you can Google it, check it out yourself. When you're younger, kids, when you're a kid, and you have your teeth, your first set of teeth, let's say, came in because your second set of teeth come in because your first set of teeth you're going to lose them anyways. I don't see the point in fixing cavities and that. I mean, unless you've got pain or something or infection or something. When those teeth fall out and you get your new teeth, your permanent, your adult teeth, you know, some people they have a lot of cavities, and other people don't have any cavities. Now I'll explain to you why. It's because when you're younger, you tend to have a higher acid in your saliva. It's the acid in your saliva together with food stuck on your teeth, not necessarily sugar either. You could have something stuck in between your teeth or something. And the acid together with that eats away at the enamel, causes cavities. But when you grow older, your hormones change and you get less acidy and you get more alkaline. And when you have more alkaline, cavities can't form. It can't eat away. It makes it weaker, even if you have food stuck between your teeth. And the thing is, oh, that's good then. I want alkaline. I want alkaline. I want to bring my mouth full alkaline so I never get cavities. Well, there's a downside to it, because if you have too much alkaline in your saliva, then what happens is you can get other problems like gum disease, and you're going to have a receding gum line, which is no good either, because the gum could keep receding, and your teeth starts to show more, like the root of your tooth. Well, first of all, it doesn't look nice, and it starts to expose more of your teeth that's supposed to be in your gums, and it could start exposing sensitive parts and even roots. So you don't want that. See, what you want is balance, because life is all about balance. You want a balance. You want a certain amount of alkaline, a certain amount of acid at the right balance, so that you don't get gum disease. And if you brush your teeth, I'm not saying with fluoride, I'm just saying brush your teeth so you don't have food stuck in them, so you don't get cavities. So you gotta have balance. When you're younger, you got more acid in your saliva. It's natural. Not all kids, most kids. When you get older, you get more alkaline in your saliva and less acid. Not everybody, but most people. And some people are just kind of born with high alkaline levels. So even as a kid, they never get a cavity in their entire life. They can get gum disease. Way higher chance of getting gum disease than other people. So that's something to know. And one of the best ways to prevent, honestly, like problems with your teeth and gums is flossing. Now, I heard that my entire life. You gotta floss, you gotta floss. And you put that freaking thing around your finger, and you're cutting into your finger and your circulation stops, and it's impractical. It's impractical to always have that floss. Well, they have these things called, hold it, let me get it. They have these things, these little floss things, they're I don't know how good you could see it. It's gonna be blurry if I go close, but it's this thing right here, this part right at the top here, that is just floss, regular floss. This one has two. That one has two. And what you do is, so you don't need that string with that and all that. It's so amazing, it's so practical. You could keep some in your car, right, while you're driving. It's not distracting. You could drive and you keep them by your desk. Keep them, around the house, in practical areas, so you can grab one. And they even have this one. I like it because you could flip it. The end, the handle end, and then look at this. I don't know if you could see how good you could see that, but it has a little toothpick thing, so you could actually pick your teeth, get all the food that's stuck there out, and floss it. It's great. This ever since I started using this, honestly, my mouth feels a lot fresher. It's better to floss. Flossing is almost more important than brushing, if not more important than brushing. So let me go back to this. The most important lesson, the most important thing that you should pick up from this video is not if fluoride is good or bad. Forget about all that, because there's something more important than that, which is you do not mass medicate the population. You don't do it, whether it's good or bad. You hear that, politicians? If there's anybody working in government right there listening to this, think about that. Listen to this, your heart. Just listen to that. Pay attention to that. You don't force medicate anybody, whether it's good or bad. You don't. What you do is you educate people. That you could do. You could educate. If you still are gung-ho on and thinking that that poison crap, sodium fluoride, is good in the drinking water, if you truly believe that, then you do not put it in the drinking water. What you do is you educate people. You say, this is good. And you show your evidence, and you say, you should do this. Just like you say, you should eat 3 meals a day. You should eat vegetables and fruits every day, right? Same thing with fluoride. And then those people that actually, you know what, fluoride, you know what, I think fluoride is good to ingest. Yeah, I think it's good to ingest. Forget about just putting it on your teeth. Screw that. I'm gonna eat it. If they think it's good, good. They could go buy look, it's good for capitalism, no? Right? Government likes capitalism because they're not trying to stop it, so they're all in for capitalism. So look, it's going to create new jobs. It's going to create companies that make systems that fluoride your water in your house. There you go. So I hope you get the point of this video. It's not whether it's good or bad, it's whether you force it on everybody. That is the key lesson to be learned from this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and you're going to hear about a lot of other good stuff that I'm going to get into. I have a different way of looking at it. That's my way. That's how I express myself. Everybody expresses yourself in their own way. Maybe you should start a video too, and the things that you learned. It doesn't matter if it's right or if you truly believe it's right or the truth, why don't you express that? Start up your own video channel and express that. That's what I'm doing. I just feel compelled to make these videos from all the stuff that I've learned in the last 10 years. So that's why I'm doing it. So, if you like this video, share it, subscribe, like it, and hope to see you next time on Raise Your Frequency.